Coming up on Wave TV, Jelani Moore gives us some tips on how to stay healthy.
And we're back with another sports report.
Good morning, Somerville. I'm Hannah Simmons.
And I'm Hannah Perella. Today is Friday, May 4th, and Wave TV starts now. After last week's election, next year's student representatives have been chosen for the Student Council. Reporter Dalton Grace Wiggins takes us behind the scenes to uncover just what it is the Student Council does.
Followed by Jessica Hinthorn with the latest updates on the reappearance of the Golden State Killer.
Election season is over. Somerville has spoken. Our newly elected student council officials adjust to their new roles while they excitedly wait next school year, where they will make a positive impact.
We're in charge of a lot of community service projects that you see our students doing around, and we always supply volunteers.
Somerville High School's student council members are active community volunteers, no doubt. But within Somerville High School, the abilities and responsibilities of Somerville Student Council include important homecoming decisions, the blood drive, and model studentship.
I've had a lot of people call student council vampires because apparently all we do is take people's blood because we have so many blood drives. So we have a really good relationship with the Red Cross, and they know that we're always willing to help out. When people think of student council, they think community service, that's all you're going to do. But there's a school spirit aspect to it, and we can implement new ways to get students more involved and more excited to go to this school.
I think the student council members really show what good students should look like in school, and they embody the good character and the responsibility and the leadership skills that Somerville pushes us to have.
The leadership skills learned by our student council members will follow them for the rest of their lives.
I'm gonna work with a lot of people that sometimes I'm gonna butt heads with, and we're not always gonna have the same ideas, but finding a way to compromise with each other and work past it, I think is gonna be very valuable.
If you wish to join Student Council, please contact either Ms. Fuller or Ms. Neal to have your voice heard and to become a signatory of our school's constitution. For Wave TV, I'm Dalton Wiggins.
For over 40 years, countless victims have waited for justice. Over these years, hundreds of individuals have sought justice for these victims and their families.
On April 24th, after a 40-year hunt, the Los Angeles police managed to arrest the Golden State Killer. 72-year-old Joseph James DeAngelo, an ex-cop, is accounted for 12 murders, more than 50 rapes, and over 100 burglaries all around California from 1976 to 1986. The case was almost forgotten until 2016, when Sacramento County District Attorney Anne Marie Schubert created a task force to find him, with a $50,000 reward for any information to find and convict him. Sacramento Sheriff Scott Jones used DNA from a discarded item of DeAngelo's and linked them to samples that the killer left behind years ago. A break in the case happened when a consumer genealogy website narrowed down the number of suspects, leading to DeAngelo being the major suspect. The police then monitored his house for a couple of days before going in for the arrest. DeAngelo is currently charged with 8 counts of first-degree murder in 3 California counties and is still currently pending. For Wave TV, I'm Jessica Hinthorn.
Thank you, Jessica and Dalton. The Golden State Killer first appeared in 1976 and was active until 1986.
Coming up next, statistics show that South Carolina ranks in the top 10 states with the highest high school obesity rates. Reporter Jelani Moore shares with us some ways to maintain a healthy lifestyle as teenagers.
Kicking off this year's summer, several popular music artists are taking their show on the road to South Carolina and surrounding states. Molly Ackerman brings us the latest details on what we can expect to see this summer.
Thanks, you guys. With summer just around the corner, a lot of show-stopping artists are going to be performing in or around South Carolina in their upcoming tours. Most recently, Post Malone and 21 Savage are going to be performing next Wednesday at the Heritage Park Amphitheater in Simpsonville, SC. Many of their most popular hits are sure to be played, including Psycho and Rockstar. For all our country fans, Sugarland is performing their tour titled Bigger at the James Brown Arena in Augusta, Georgia. On June 14th, Paramore with Foster the People will be performing at the Heritage Park Amphitheater in Simpsonville, SC. Most importantly, they will be exhibiting their most recent album, After Laughter. The next hot ticket concert is Imagine Dragons, who will showcase some of their greatest hits in the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. For anyone who enjoys heavy metal, Five Finger Death Punch and Breaking Benjamin will be coming your way, performing on August 9th in the Heritage Park Amphitheater in Simpsonville, SC. A blast from the past journey is coming to the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. And probably the most anticipated tour of the summer, Beyonce and Jay-Z are coming to our very own University of South Carolina Stadium on August 21st. Tickets are selling out fast, so be sure to pick them up while you can. Those are all the hot ticket shows coming our way this summer. Hope to see you at some of these upcoming events. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Molly Ackerman.
Teens everywhere are springing to Wikipedia, Google search, and YouTube, all to be more healthy or healthier and lead a more healthy lifestyle. To get more information, I spoke with Somerville Oakbrook Pediatrics, a practice that focal points child development, teen health, and nutrition in overall child care. Today I'll be going over how to be relatively healthy as a teen. Exercise. At least 30 minutes of cardio daily is considered to be the best way to keep a sustainable body weight. May that be walking, running, sit-ups, or any activity that will raise your heart rate. Proper diet. Low carb for weight loss and sustain is recommended. Also, calorie watching is key. Keeping track of your calorie and carb intake can make a world of a difference. Most meals' calorie level can be found with the nutritional fact. The average calorie intake for the teenage male is 2,200 to 3,200, and the average intake for teenage girls are 1,600 to 1,800. Also remember to not stress it. Don't beat yourself up over it. And drink more water. Sleep. Sleep is very important. At least 6 to 8 hours is necessary to function properly. A regular bedtime every night and not exercising right before bed are two easy ways to get a sustainable and healthy sleep routine. Emotional health. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Guidance counselors and psychologists are there to help you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed at times, make sure to make use of those options. Teen stress management. Keeping self busy and not taking on too much at once. Making time for the things you enjoy, may that be going to the beach, spending time with friends and family, or even going to the movies are great ways to reduce stress as a teen. Bullying. Bullying is absolutely not acceptable. Keep others' feelings in mind. You never know what someone else could be going through beyond the school campus. If you see something, please say something, and giving a compliment or asking about someone's day can really be impactful. Staying relatively healthy as a teen can be a pretty difficult task. So hopefully these tips and tricks made it a little bit more in reach. Thanks Oakbrook Pediatrics for working with me and making this segment possible. Be kind and stay safe, Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jelani Moore.
Thanks, Jelani and Molly. Remember to get your tickets to those upcoming shows to see what's sure to be a great night. In student news, senior exams start May 14th. Make sure you come prepared. Also on May 9th, come out and show your Green Wave Pride at Mellow Mushroom from 4:30 to 8:30. 20% of all sales made will go towards the Trevelyan family. Last week, Pierce Collins asked you guys to send in questions, and now he's back with your answers. This followed by Hannah Simmons with the last sports report of the year.
Hello, Somerville. Last week I had you guys ask me some questions, and this week I'm going to answer them. This is Ask Pierce.
Is milk broth or juice?
It's neither. It's magic.
I have thick bunions on my feet, and it causes me so much physical pain, but now all my classmates found out, and they're making fun of me. Do you have any bullying advice?
Let them know how it makes you feel. If they really are your friends, then they will understand that it hurts your feelings and will respect what to and to not say around you. If they don't, then I personally suggest evaluating who and who aren't your friends.
How much meatloaf do you own?
Personally, not enough.
What do you do when you have like 3 guys crushing on you?
Okay, what I suggest is look at all 3 of them. If you're interested in any of them, choose the one you're most interested in and try and go out with them, talk with them, see how it goes. If not, then let it be known that you are not interested.
If I'm late to ISS, do I report to 7th period?
No, you don't. You broke the system. Congratulations. You can pass go and collect $200. Well, those questions were interesting, to say the least. Remember, you can send me your questions on Instagram, or you can bring your questions room 232 to be featured on next Ask Pierce. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Pierce Collins.
Thanks, Hannah. As most of you know, it's playoff season here at Somerville High School, and I'm here at the Green Wave Track and Field to tell you guys the latest. Our tennis team had a strong 18-10 record. They beat Irmo on April 26th, 4-1. Coach Gladys described the match as one of the best he's ever witnessed, and that's clear thanks to the Waves' sound performance. They were, however, eliminated after a hard-fought battle to Socastee last Tuesday. Moving on to baseball, our boys drowned Carolina Forest 5-1 on April 26th. On the 28th, they soundly defeated Conway 6-0. Their season ended last Monday thanks to a 3-1 loss to Dutch Fork. Our student athletes certainly are making an impact, and many are planning to play on the college level. On a more national scale, though, here's Will Sutton, who gives us the highlights of last week's NFL draft.
It's that time of year again, Somerville. Football is back. Kinda. Pro football is right around the corner, and that means it's time for the annual NFL draft. It was action-packed, so let's jump right into it. First was the hotly debated first pick held by the Cleveland Browns. They ultimately went with Oklahoma Sooners quarterback Baker Mayfield. The Browns felt he was the best option for them in their struggling offense. They bolstered their attack even more in the second round with their selection of rough-and-tough running back Nick Chubb from the University of Georgia. In a heartwarming turn, Shaquem Griffin, a one-handed linebacker from the University of Central Florida, was reunited with his brother, Shaquille, when he was drafted to the Seattle Seahawks, the same team his brother plays for. The 2018 draft had the highest viewership of any draft so far, with an average of 5.5 million viewers over the 3-day event. In the end, after all the dust settled, 256 players were drafted, with Alabama having the most players selected, with 12 of their players picked, followed by Ohio State, LSU, and NC State with 7 each. The football season's right around the corner, and I hope you're hyped. For Wave TV, I'm William Sutton. Back to you, Hannah.
Thanks, as always, Will. Personally, I'm excited to see if Baker Mayfield can turn the Cleveland Browns around. Back to Somerville, though, our track and field athletes finished second in the region for both boys and girls. 19 athletes are heading to Spring Valley High School tomorrow for lower state qualifiers, so make sure to wish them the best of luck. Both our boys and girls soccer teams ended their seasons last Monday against Socastee and Lexington. Coach Reisner stated the boys had a great season, as they did end with a winning record of 8-7. Lastly, softball is playing great in the playoffs. They beat River Bluff 7-2 on April 26 with 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning alone. They also beat Blythewood 6-4 on the 28th. Sadly, that's all we have for sports this week, Somerville. Make sure to go out and support our Green Wave athletes. For Wave TV, I'm Hannah Simmons.
Thanks, Pierce and Hannah. Make sure to come out and wish our track and field athletes luck as they compete in lower state competitions tomorrow.
Closing out the show, Ryan Wyndham hit the halls, challenging students to identify their teachers with a fun twist.
We all have our favorite teachers, but do you think you can guess who they were when they were younger? We take to the halls so we can see if you know your teachers. Let's get started. Excuse me there. Do you know your summer?
That's Miss Sutton. That's my favorite teacher.
Miss Sutton.
There you go.
Miss Sutton, right?
What is Miss Sutton?
Miss Sutton?
Yeah,
that's Miss Sutton.
It's Mr. Acevedo.
Mr. Acevedo.
Yes.
You mean the Spanish teacher?
Yes.
Yo, who that is? Big one, who that is? Who is that? Yo.
They're like Elvis. I don't know.
Let me get.
That looks like Mr. Reyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's his
there
name.
it is.
Oh, that Mr. Reyes.
Yes.
I'm right. I'm smart.
All right. What about this guy?
That's gotta be Mr. Eddie Berg.
Mr. Eddie Berg? No.
That's how I know. Yeah, Coach Rutherford. That's it.
No. His name's Mr. Troxel.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, that's Trox, baby. Look at that. Yo, look at that right there. Look at that diaper dandy.
Do you know who this was? This
Miss
is
Kerr.
She teaches engineering.
Oh, that lady. I don't know her name, but I know who she is. She got blonde hair now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Oh yeah, Miss Duckabee. No, Donahue.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah. This must be the grand finale.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looked like she been in the 1960s or something like that.
That's my cue to go.
You guys don't know this one?
No, I don't know that.
Dr. Hudson.
Yes. There you go.
She is pretty.
The teachers at Somerville look a whole lot different than what they used to. Or some of them. Get to know your teacher, Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Ryan Wyndham.
Thanks, Ryan. A lot of those teachers had me stumped, but I can recognize Miss Donahue anywhere.
Exactly. That's all we have for you guys today. Tune in next week for our senior show. For Wave TV, I'm Hannah Perella.
And I'm Hannah Simmons. Have a great day and an even greater week in Somerville. May the 4th be with you.